We are going to discuss about branching. So how controlling can be done, execution of the program can be done using branch statement in assembly language. So consider the task of adding list of n numbers. So consider in the memory we have stored list of numbers. Okay, I can just specify even memory location with the name num1 up to so on. Okay, dotted line indicates the other memory locations up to num n. So now if I have all these numbers, I want to write a program to add all these numbers. The address of memory location containing n numbers symbolically given as num1, num2 and so on num n. And separate add instruction is used to add each of the number to the content of register or not. After all the numbers has been added, result is stored back into sum. It is nothing but consider sum is equal to num1 plus num2 plus num3 and so on num n. So all these numbers are added and result should be stored back into sum. So now how we are going to write this program or the code instructions to perform this operation. So if it is there are different ways. We'll go with the first method. So move num1 comma or not, then add. Okay, it's very simple. First I'm going to write move num1 comma or not. Next I'm going to take the second number num2, I am adding to or not. Add num this is to num3 to or not, and so on. I am going to write add num n comma or not, and the final result it is stored, that is move or not to sum. Okay, so this is a simple code how you are going to write to perform this operation. So this is how the program is stored in the memory. Move num1 comma or not, add num2 comma or not, add num3 comma or not, up to so on, add num n comma or not. And you can just observe the address of these memory locations. This is very important when you are writing the assembly language code. The memory addresses are very important. The first instruction is stored at memory location high, the next instruction is loaded at present at location I plus 4, I plus 8, I plus 12 and so on. Okay, so this is how the code is stored in the memory. Similarly, the required data num1. So this is once again memory location what data it is stored in the memory. So that is represented in the memory itself. It requires memory access for those operands. Sum1. So this is for storing the final result num1, num2. So it is going to fetch some values are there here. It is going to fetch those values and it is added to the register, and final result is stored into sum. So this is going to be, it is not an easy task if you are writing so many number of add statement. If you are writing so many add statement, it takes lot of time to execute and the length of the program is more depending on the value of n. How many number of, if it is just 10 numbers, okay. If the value of n is equal to 1000 numbers, then you have to write 1000 add statement, but it is not the proper way of writing the program. You can simplify this program using some controlled statement. Okay, so how to write this, how you can simplify this program, you can just understand in this way. Okay, in C program also you can just use for loop. So here instead of for loop we are going to use the instruction called branch. Okay, so let me just write how you can rewrite that program. Instead of writing n number of add instructions, move n comma r1. So what is n indicates the total number of elements you need to add. So what is the task I am performing? So there is list of numbers, I am adding those list of numbers and storing the result into sum. The same example I am considering. So now I am writing another way of writing where you can simplify. You can just write a single add statement and keep that add statement into the loop. Then to store the sum, I am using register R naught. I am clearing the content that is present in R naught to 0 and the value n. Okay, value n indicates total number of elements present in the list or need to be added. That is moved to register R1. Now you are going to write the loop. Okay, so what you are going to write in the loop? So determine the address of next instruction or next number, and also whatever the number it is fetched, add number to or not. It is having two statement here. One is incrementing the program counter so that it is pointing to the next number, and also your current number is added to register or not. Okay, and also each time each number is added, you need to, this init is acting as a counter. Each time one number is added, it is going to be decremented. Decrement R1, and how long this loop should be executed? As long as the value of R should be greater than 0. So now for that you need to write a condition, branch greater than 0, go to loop. So what is this branch tells? So branch, that means it is going to consider the previous register content. Is this register R1 is greater than 0, then it is going back to loop and execute the same statement, indicating that there are some more elements to be added. Once all the elements are added, R1 becomes 0 and this condition fails, and the final sum, whatever it is present in R0, move R0 to sum, memory location sum. Okay, so this is the code how we are going to write to perform adding list of n numbers. So this is not the correct way of writing this program with n number of add instructions. So now that is reduced to just one add statement by keeping into loop. Okay, so this is not preferred. So that is rewritten using branch statement. You can just go through this, and also the data related to operands values are stored in the memory. Sum and also n numbers that is stored into memory location.